sold. $1 of that goes to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Our next fight in the flyweight division, Josh Calvert taking on from Griffin's Submission Academy versus Terrence Owens from Drive MMA.
One of these guys will pick up their first career victory.
Absolutely.
Calvert 0-2, Terrence Owens 0-3. I talked to Calvert before the fight and said that there is a lot of pressure to pick up his first win here tonight. He definitely admitted it, which was a little interesting. You know, he said, if I want to start, continue in this sport, I got to prove I can pick up a win. And this might be his first great opportunity to pick up a win here as he takes on Terrence Owens here at Hardrock MMA 84.
Josh Calvert, very open about the struggles of his weight cut.
All right, so he went that way, and we're going to break the next fighters from this way anyways. So let's bring in the 125-pound weight division, fighting first out of the blue corner, Josh, the Quiet Man.
The Quiet Man?
You mentioned coming out of Griffin Submission Academy. Calvert, 25 years old. Made his debut back in June at Hardrock 80. Took on Trey Wills. Lost via guillotine. Then came back at Hardrock 83 in Shepherdsville just 1 month ago. Lost via TKO. Looking to pick up his first win here, as we mentioned, at Hardrock 84 tonight. It's gotta be tough though. Your first couple fights, you come up on the losing end.
I think back to like Owens St. Preux, came out and his pro career started really rocky. Now he's in the UFC.
There have been multiple guys who have turned it around though after a couple losses early. See if one of these guys will be the guy to be able to do that.
The opportunity is definitely there for either Terrence Owens, under the tutelage of Mr. Scott Wegman, one of my favorite people in the MMA sphere. Drive MMA.
And bringing to the cage now, out of the red corner, Terrence Do Work Owens.
Terrence Do Work Owens, 0-3.
Owens making his Hardrock MMA debut. He is a very, very tall guy for this weight class, 5'9" for a flyweight, 125 pounds.
Got some law enforcement action in the house. Not sure what's going on there. Terrence Owens, there's Scott Wegman, Robert White.
Hope he's not retired. He said he's retired, but hopefully we'll see him again. He's an exciting guy to watch compete. Young guy, Terrence Owens, as I mentioned, 0-3, looking to pick up his first win here at Hardrock 84. See a long, lanky, 5'9". Probably about as tall as you'll ever see a flyweight is 5'9".
We get set here for this flyweight battle. Jason Waddle giving us the introductions as we zoom through the crowd. See the blood remains on this stained canvas already tonight.
And introducing his opponent fighting out of the red corner, weighing at 125 pounds, representing Drive MMA from St.
Don't forget the lunatic, Junie Browning, still on the card later tonight. 5 pro fights, amateur title fight. 3 more fights left before the main card action. We still have a female atomweight fight. Linda Mahalik taking on Kelsey Hiddall.
Got flyweights here. Josh Calvert in the white trunks. Terrence Crawford in the white and black. Drive MMA.
And here we go. Touch of gloves. Calvert coming in swift, but finds himself in a bad position. Coming off that takedown attempt.
Good hips by Crawford, able to.
Owens. I don't know who Crawford is.
Crawford Owens. Terrence Owens.
Terrence Owens.
Calvert looking to try to pull those hips into him past that guard.
Calvert coming in with some shots from the left hand. Owens right in his own corner there. Scott Wegman, Robert White giving some instructions.
Calvert now in half guard here on top. Looks like Owens actually maybe giving him his back here.
Ooh. Calvert working. Not sure if Owens is trying to get onto his back or there we go.
Has a hold of that neck of Josh Calvert, which is not usually a good idea once someone passes your guard. Bit of a slow pace halfway through round number 1 here. On the ground, referee Gray Copeland telling him to advance their position. A little bit of a stalemate here.
Calvert going body, head.
Owens controlling that posture. Has those long legs. Looking to try to regain his full guard here. Calvert doing a good job stepping through now in full mount. Owens still has control here. Really in a defensive position. Not a ton you can do just by controlling a guy's posture. Looking to try to roll here and does.
Here we
Ends up
go.
on top does Owens. 47 seconds to work here in round number 1. That's Owens looking to do some ground and pound here. Calvert has control of that right arm, maybe looking to try to grab a Kimura.
Calvert's hanging on tight there. Owens.
Looking to try to switch this guillotine choke here. Has a hold of the neck of Owens.
As we go into the corner cam here of Terrence Owens.
Has that tight. That looks tighter than I originally thought it might be.
10 seconds remain.
Owens looking to try to fight out of this.
Oh,
Gets his
Owens
head
is out. And there we have it. End of round number 1. David, I'm going to have to say Josh Calvert took this round.
I think so too. He spent a lot of the round on the top, and then when he was on his back, he was still attacking. First for that Kimura, then looked for that guillotine attempt there towards the end of the round. Kind of a slower pace there than you typically get with flyweights. A couple guys, though, really looking hard for that first win.
Lots still on the plate here. Hardrock MMA 84, Turfway Park. Thanks for hanging out on Flow Combat. David McKinnon. I'm Gary Thomas. Full house here at Turfway Park. Lots of action so far. No decisions yet, David. We're going to see over-under on 2 decisions tonight.
Say over.
Over? God, it's going to make for a long night. Could be
Of
right.
fights
A
still
lot of
left
good
to go.
talent left on the main card. Seth Dixon, Clay Baker, Reuben Ward, Charlie Stanford. Going to be an excellent way to kick off the pro card. Got the pro debuts of Dustin Birch and Donnie Ballou. And then, of course, we've got Billy Mojo Horn in the main event. Always brings a lot of support to his fights.
And the return of Michael Cockerham.
Let's not discount.
Highly anticipated return from near death back to the cage.
Did have some heart issues, sidelined him for a while. He's cleared.
Heart's too big, I think that's what they told him.
Too much Red Bull, I think is what he said. Here we go in round number 2. Josh Calvert shoots. Terrence Owens sprawls, doing a good job. Kind of sliding around.
Calvert in side control, though. Again, Owens has control of that neck. As you mentioned, not exactly what you really want to do with a guy on top of you once he passes your guard. Calvert now in side control.
Calvert really sticking with the game plan from round number 1. We're almost a minute into the second round here.
Calvert does a good job there stepping over into full mount. Owens still has control of his posture
See
here.
that sweet little graphic go through there?
I did see that. And now
It's all fancy.
Owens rolls over and gave Calvert his back briefly. Still has control of that neck. As I mentioned, this is a good way to get your back taken. Calvert trying to posture up, though, here.
Big shots from Josh Calvert.
This might be
Terrence
the
Owens.
beginning of the end here. Owens eating a lot of shots here. Gary
Calvert
Copeland
now with the back of Owens.
Gary Copeland giving him every opportunity to try to stay in this fight. But Owens is in a bad position here against Josh Calvert. Owens trying to slip out the back door, it looks like, almost here.
Calvert hanging on.
Doing a good job staying patient, though, not blowing out his gas tank early on. Really trying to pick his spot to try to finish this fight here in round number 2. Really needs to try to flatten Owens back out where he had him before when he was landing a lot of those punches. Now has Owens on top of him, has that body triangle locked tight. Less than a minute to go here, round number 2.
Josh Calvert in control.
Still has that full body triangle. It makes it a lot harder for his opponent to breathe. Owens doing a good job here, fighting hands.
Josh Calvert going to work with the heels.
Calvert needs to get that arm past the elbow of Owens. Owens trying to turn into Josh Calvert here.
10 seconds to go. Can Owens survive this?
Calvert trying to do the finish drill here on top.
Josh Calvert in control.
2 rounds on our scorecards to Josh Calvert. I think that one was pretty clearly Josh Calvert's.
Absolutely.
If you're Terrence Crawford's corner here, I think it's, you got to tell him you got to stay on your feet, off of your back if you want to pick up the win. Good performance, though, thus far from Josh Calvert.
90 seconds in between rounds here. Terrence Owens going to have to finish this fight, according to us and our expert testimony.
We think so. And, you know, with the experienced corner like Scott Wegman, you know, he's telling him exactly what he needs to be telling him here, saying,
Absolutely.
hey, you know what, you're probably down 2 rounds. If you want this win, you got to go out there and get it yourself because the judges aren't going to give it to you. Just about set to go here. Round number 3, Josh Calvert and Terrence Owens. Flyweight division. Hardrock MMA 84 on flowcombat.com. Gary Copeland calls him to the center of the cage. Gets the action started here, round number 3.
Calvert coming in the same way.
Looking to try to finish this takedown. He has his hands clasped. He has that gable grip right in front of our broadcast position here. Calvert does a good job here, ending up on top. Owens, though, looking for that Kimura position, not in exactly not in a great position to try to get it. Calvert has to stay tight here if he wants to get out of this position. Calvert again in full mount here. Owens again gives him his back. Almost. Just over a minute into third round here. Josh Calvert in control, on top. Some ground and pound here.
Yeah.
This might be the beginning of the end as Gary Copeland taking a close look. Calvert again taking his back, has that body triangle locked in tight.
Calvert's been very close to finishing the fight with strikes. Then gets into this type of situation, kind of slows things down. I don't know if he realizes he knows he's that close with the fight being over.
I think he may be a lot more comfortable in the grappling arsenal.
Sometimes you just got to let him go. So I've been told.
That's right. Calvert again now in full mount. Looking for this arm triangle, it looks like. The posture's back up. Throwing some more shots. 1 minute to go here.
Yep.
See if Josh
Calvert
can
will
get
just
this finish.
keep this going. It'll force Gary Copeland to stop the fight. Because
Calvert
Owens has
now
no. There's no defense here.
Calvert doing everything he can to try to finish this fight. Again looking for the choke. Not sure, still doesn't have it completely under the chin just yet. 30 seconds left to go in the fight. See if Calvert can pick up the win via rear naked choke here.
20 seconds remain. Calvert still working.
Still unable to finish that choke. Crawford doing a good job fighting it. 15 seconds for Calvert here. Posture's back up. Throwing some big punches here. Owens not willing to give up. Copeland giving him all kinds of leeway here.
And there we go. Going to the judges for the first time tonight, David. You got to think it's 30-27 across the boards for Josh Calvert.
I think that's a pretty clear win there for Calvert. Out of Griffin Submission Academy.
Louisville, Kentucky. There you see it. Download the Hardrock MMA app. Available on the App Store, Google Play.
Also, if you're watching on flowcombat.com, shoot us a tweet at Bluegrass MMA. Let us know how you're watching, because now you can also watch on Roku, I believe Apple TV.
Yep.
The announcement just made Flow Combat earlier this week. Congratulations to Flow Combat. Or just let us know if you're watching on the old school desktop action. Any way you want to watch it, you can get
my next,
Flow
probably
Combat.
the next Valor show when they're in Nashville. Are we going to that?
You might be on that.
I thought we mentioned that. As I scroll through Twitter here, I see a lot of Donald Trump.
The quiet man, Josh Calvert. Picking up his first win here. Hardrock MMA 84.
Fist bump from Jason Waddle as we prepare for our atomweight fight. That's 105 pounds for those that don't know. Linda Mahal.